Hey y'all, this video will be about rape. I addressed the subject earlier in my video. I know it's not a subject to laugh about, but my dad attempted rape on me when I was 6. So anyways, I thought I would do a Bible study on it. So here's what the Bible has to say about rape. Deuteronomy 22:28. If a man meets a virgin who is not betrothed and seizes her and lies with her, rapes her, and they are found, then the man who lay with her shall give to the father of the young woman 50 shekels of silver. It's probably like $10,000 now. And she shall be his wife because he has violated her. He may not divorce her all his days. That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. One thing I realized recently is that I think I do feel like my baby daddy, the father of my son, kind of raped me. Just because we didn't really discuss when he would get me pregnant, and we didn't discuss if he should blow his load in me from day one, but he did. So I felt like I was stuck with him. So does this verse apply? Probably. He may not divorce her all his days. Was I a virgin? No. I was a divorcee, actually. I had been divorced 4 years. Which, it's ironic, I was trying to work things out with my ex-husband for 6 months. I got an apartment in his city, invited him to come over, I don't know, at least once a week, and he would always say, no, I gotta work late, whatever, blah, blah. But I tried to work it out with him. I tried to get back with my ex-husband, but he wasn't interested for whatever reason. I think maybe he's gay now or something. So anyways, that's why I ended up with my baby daddy. And anyways, yeah, so this verse is interesting. So if a man rapes a woman, the man who lay with her, so he's supposed to give her father. Why? I don't know. That's interesting as to why. Probably because, yeah, what if the mother and father of the woman that he raped aren't rich? And yeah, and so the idea usually is that if a woman gets pregnant, she's going to need help, maybe not just from the man who impregnated her, but also from both sets of grandparents. So that's probably why this verse exists. Yeah. And wouldn't it be nice if this happened today? So any man who shoots his cum in a woman should give her father $10,000. That never happens, though. But that's what should happen. Yeah, especially if it's not a mutual thing, which it's almost never a mutual thing. Which you could say, okay, why is a woman having sex with a man if she doesn't want to get pregnant? Because it doesn't always result in pregnancy. Usually the guy pulls out. Usually the guy discusses it before, yeah, like, do you want me to pull out or do you not want me to pull out, you know? Yeah, these things should be discussed beforehand by both the man and the woman, you know? Okay, Deuteronomy 22:23. Okay, if in the open country a man meets a young woman who is betrothed, so it's a girl who's engaged to someone else, and the man seizes her and lies with her, rapes her, then only the man who lay with her shall die. But you shall do nothing to the young woman. She has committed no offense, punishable by death. For this case is like that of a man attacking and murdering his neighbor because he met her in the open country. And though the betrothed young woman cried for help, there was no one to rescue her. Yeah. Which obviously happens a lot. So if a woman is engaged to somebody else and a guy rapes her, he should literally be put to death because he's basically stealing another man's wife. And that's not okay. Okay, and this is the craziest story about rape. 2 Samuel 13. So we all know the story about David. David coveted Bathsheba. She was the wife of another man. So he committed adultery, and then he essentially killed Bathsheba's husband by putting him at the front lines of battle. So David knew that that would kill her husband. And anyways, and it's amazing that David did that. He committed adultery. He murdered her husband in battle, but he was still referred to as a man after God's own heart. So that's really interesting. It just shows that everybody messes up in some way, but people can be redeemed. People can be forgiven. And this is a thought I just had. Like, God can forgive you for anything.